I just recorded this video and somehow forgot to press record, so take two. I wanted to talk today about a couple of things that you can do to help protect owls. Wherever I go, the sun is in my eyes. So the first thing that you can do is to be very careful about using rodent poison. If you are having issues with rodent control in or around your house and you use rodent poison, what's likely to happen is that the mouse or rats will die somewhere outside, and the owls will not know any better but to pick them up and eat them. And then they become sick and often die. This is very, very common. It's one of the #1 killers of owls. So it's really important to try to avoid using rodent poison if you can, to try to pick up any carcasses you see before the owls can get to them, and to do whatever you can to think of alternative methods for pest control. Another thing you can do for owls is to not get upset with them when they do what they were born to do. Those of you who live out here in their habitat, like where I am right now, you likely might have some problems with owls eating your chickens or maybe even your house cat. It happens all the time. This is where they live, they hunt. Chickens are easy pickings for them. A cat is very easy for them to kill. It's not unlikely for them to want to do that, especially if the need is high. So be careful about that. Put your chickens in a house. This is your responsibility, not the owls. Put them in a house if you want to protect them. Put your cat away, especially right before sunset, to make sure that the cat is safe. This is something that you can do instead of getting mad at an owl for being an apex predator. That's just what it is. It is a very efficient killer, and it is always looking for prey. An owl is no different than a shark, a wolf, a cougar. We romanticize owls in our culture. There's a cute little owl in Winnie the Pooh, but in truth, like I said, they're no different than a shark. So don't get mad at an owl for doing what it's supposed to do. Another thing you can do for owls is to keep the lights on your house out after dark. Close the curtains so the light from inside doesn't get outside. Don't have the porch lights on all night. Don't have lights going up and down your driveway that are on all night. All of that can confuse, disorient an owl. It can even cause them to have collisions with trees or poles. So you really want to keep it as dark as possible. That's their natural habitat, and that's the time when they're most active, is at night. So turn out all of those lights, get motion detectors if you're concerned about safety, and keep it as dark as possible to help them live in their natural habitat. The last thing that you can do is to protect the wooded areas that you have, either on your property or in your neighborhood. Like wooded areas like this, where there are lots of dense trees and dense foliage. This is exactly where they want to be, especially here because there's this field behind me, as you've seen in other videos, and it's perfect for them to sit in these trees. You can't see them. Even a human looking with binoculars might have a hard time seeing them because they're camouflaged so well. Other predators cannot see them, and they can just sit here and look for mice running across the field. So this is an area that you really want to protect. If you can avoid clearing trees in an area like this, do so. If you're worried about wildfires and you're trying to clear the area and you don't want any ladder fuels like branches going up the trees, just clear the bottom part and leave the rest so the owls can have a place to roost in a protected area. These are just a few things that you can do to help owls in your neighborhood, in your community, wherever you might find them. If you guys like this video, please hit the subscribe button on the Yancy Lael channel, and you can also hit the thumbs up. Thank you.